Hey y'all, so before we start this, I'm just going to tell y'all and let y'all know that I got COVID. I tested positive for COVID 19. It is what it is. I have a runny nose and a bad cough. So that's why I sounded so stuffy last review. I literally just got my results back. So I'm in quarantine. So while I'm in quarantine, I just been chilling and watching shows. So I'm just about to talk about the foolishness that is Euphoria season 2, episode 2. Um, Clearly, Nate has lost his goddamn mind. He's over here hallucinating about being with Cassie. Cassie, like he's talking about, hey, love. I just talked about how I have COVID-19. Yeah, I have COVID. It is what it is. I'm catching up with all my shows. It is what it is. Just bought HBO, so now I can finally watch Love, Simon and all that other shit that I need to watch. So let's talk about the foolishness that is Euphoria season 2, episode 2. Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Nate is over here talking about how he wants to marry Cassie, how he could see his life with her, and all this other stupidness. Um, Nate clearly, Fez clearly knocked the shit out of Nate. He clearly lost his goddamn mind. You mean to tell me after one encounter that you're magically in love? That you're magically in love. This is the thing about Nate. Nate is a very possessive person. So once he has his eyes set on someone, he sees that person as his. Whether it's Maddie, whether it's Jules, whether it's goddamn Cassie. Once he gets his claws into you, he feel like you are his. Like point blank, period. He's a psychopath. They talked about him having OCD. They talked about him being obsessive. And yes, Nate still is a homosexual. He's very obsessive. Yes, and he's gay as hell. And I wish he would just come out and stop playing these games. Because clearly the whole reason why he was even attracted to Maddie in the first place was because she had no hair on her body. Remember, you gotta look at the clues back then. He doesn't like pockets with the cutout on the shorts. He don't like girls with hairs. He don't like girls with kinkles. Your thighs have to be a certain size. You have to be a certain height. Your breasts can't be lopsided, because he was making fun of Maddie because she had lopsided titties. Now, when it comes to Cassie, Cassie has big breasts. She looks perfect, aesthetically pleasing. But once he gets to know Cassie and he finds out her flaws, because that's what narcissists do, they like you up to a point. When they find out that you're flawless, then they start to tear you down, right? Once he got with Maddie, he saw that she was perfect. He loved her, and then he found out that she had flaws. He started picking her apart one by one. Once he finds out Cassie's flaws, he's going to rip her to shreds. And not only that, Cassie is a pushover. So it's not love. It's just straight up obsessiveness and possessiveness. It is no damn love. I don't think he's in. I don't think he's in love with Jules, but it's transphobic. Yeah, Nate gives me pansexual like Cal, because a lot of people don't understand that Cal. When I say homosexual, I'm just being really broad. LGBTQ. That's what I'm saying. They're under the umbrella of queer. Cal is pansexual. We see him with trans women. We see him with gay men. We see him with non-binaries. And he's married to a woman. He's married to a whole woman. So what does that tell you? It tells you that Cal is pansexual. Nate also goes into detail how he's disgusted because Cal can't control his urges, and he feels like he's not going to F up his kids the way that Cal did him. He's just like, everything about Nate is just, it's like, sir, take your high schooler ass to counseling, go to counseling, join the Straight Gay Alliance at high school, There has to be a gay straight alliance club, LGBT. It has to be a club. It has to be a club for Generation Z. I know there's a club somewhere. Everybody is a activist. It has to be some type of club that he can join, to deal with what he need to deal with. I'm so sorry. This COVID is like really kicking my ass. You say you think he is transphobic. He's all the phobics. He's all the phobics. Like, remember when he was in the locker room and he was trying to get dressed and get the hell out of here so he can avoid seeing people's, privates? You saw how he was leaning up on McKay? He's a weirdo. He's a weirdo, and he has this puppy dog high schooler love. Like, oh my God, she's the one. She's perfection. Like, he does this shit all the time. And then it was funny because in the flashback, literally in the flashback, you can see him flashing through Cassie, Maddie, and Jules with the flash on. Because so clearly he doesn't know what he wants. Cassie, I can't keep defending you, sis. No, Cassie's trash. Cassie's trash. Cassie is the worst type of trash because you're aware of your mistakes and you are willingly doing them. Like, how you aware of your mistakes, but you are actively doing them. Like, make it make sense. She was like, and Maddie said, when you want to say yes, say no. Like, and because Cassie is very codependent. Like, she needs a daddy. She needs a dominant daddy, and Nate is her new dominant daddy, her new cow. She needs a dominant daddy because she is looking for her father. Her father was a druggie. We know that he stole. We actually got a little information that Lexi knew the dad was in the house and didn't say shit. Neither her or Cassie said shit, and that could have helped them bond. That could have helped them heal. Cassie was over there having a goddamn panic attack because Nathan was hurt. And this is crazy. Like, she fell in love with him as soon as she had sex with him. Because Nate said you're a relationship type of girl. So Cassie likes to get in relationships first, then she likes to have sex with people. But she did it opposite this time. She had sex, then she got into a relationship with Nate, which isn't really a relationship, it's a situationship. She's a side chick. She's a side chick. And she's codependent. And she has a lot of issues. Nate's very controlling, and Cassie's codependent. They are literally a match made in hell. And their relationship will probably work out better than him and Maddie's because she's codependent, but she's independent. Now, people felt like Maddie was trying to get with that the babysitter, the girl, when she was unzipping in her dress. People felt like it was tension there, but I feel like Maddie, like, I thought it was very cute to see Maddie babysitting, calling the little boy her best friend, trying on all the clothes. Like, for Maddie wants to be a housewife. Like, we know this from season 1. She wants to sit on her ass. She always says she wanted to be the people in the chair, not the people giving the kneeling like her mother did, doing the manicure. She wanted to be in the chair. She wants the lavish. She wants the lifestyle. It's the movies that she watched. It's the things that she dressed. And she knows that Nate is rich. So she latches herself onto Nate because Nate has money. Cal has that money. Cal owns property in that whole little area. Maddie wants to live comfortably. She doesn't want to struggle like her mother does. She doesn't want a man that's going to sit on the couch and just, she's a pageant girl. Now, people said they felt a little sexual tension between the babysitter and they felt a little sexual tension between the babysitter and Maddie. Now, I didn't see it, but if it's there, let me know. If it's there, let me know. I'm not here for it. I think the adult child relationships need to stop, but I do feel like she could be a big sister to Maddie. Like, I can see Maddie trying to take the husband, because Maddie was talking about getting pregnant. Maddie said she want to be pregnant. She said she looked good pregnant. So if she trying to get in a bag that way, then maybe I'm here for it. You said I don't like Jules' style this season. I like her more girly style in season 1. Okay, well, the thing about Jules, if you think about her character, her outfits make sense this season. Because if you notice, when she was dressing all girly, looking like a little pixie dream, she was appealing to the male fantasy. Now remember, she wanted men to be attracted to her. She was trying to prove her femininity by wearing extra girly clothing to prove that she was a woman. She has come and settled into herself, and she now knows that she doesn't need to be all extra girly to be a woman. She is one. That's the character development. They're dressing them very. Pay attention to the style, y'all. Pay attention to the style. The character is showing. She's dressing more tomboyish now because she has nothing to prove. Remember, if we look at her backstory, she always talks about how sex is good leading up to it. The courting, them wanting to be with her, you know? So that's actually a really good comment. Yeah. Like, I like the more girly style too, but that wasn't really her. That was her trying to prove something. She doesn't need to prove anything now. Like, she settled into herself. And I also think that Rue is rubbing off on her just a little bit. Now, I want to talk about Cassie. No, not Cassie. Kat and not Daniel. I forgot her name. Ethan. Kat and Ethan. Kat doesn't like Ethan. Do you like Frey? Do you like Faye? Yeah. Do I like Faye? Who's Faye? Faye, do you like Faye? Hold on. Okay, so Kat and Ethan. Kat doesn't like Ethan. So I'm just gonna wrap this up real quick. You can't love someone how are you gonna love someone else if you can't even love yourself? That's very simple to me. How are you gonna love someone if you can't even love yourself? Cassie is like me. We watch a lot of TV shows. So we like the fantasy more than we like the reality. The reality is not going to live up to the fantasy. Like, girl, you're not going to have a man with a sword trying to slay the dragon to get you. Like, that's not realistic. Like, you have to be in the real world and you have to judge people to real life standards instead of these TV show standards and Damon Salvatore and Vampire Diaries. Like, that shit is not real. Like, you have to judge men and guys up to real life standards and not the standards that you see in books and in fantasy or in fan fiction. Like, come on, Kat. And she can't figure out why she's not in love with him. You're not in love with him because you're psyching yourself out. There's nothing wrong with Ethan, but Ethan does get me boring. Like, why are you sitting on the sidelines while your girl is where her friends taking pictures? Like, come on now. At least hold the camera. At least do something. Like, I'm just not feeling that. Like, Ethan gets me boring. I have yet to see him and Kat really interact, and it's only episode 2. Like, give me something, McKay's gonna find out. Can't wait for that. McKay still has to find out about Daniel and her cheating on him with Daniel, and now he's gonna find out that she left him for Nate. And I'm really here for it because Nate has been. This is why you don't listen to your friends all the time. Ethan's boring. Ethan is boring. Ethan's boring. You don't care for Ethan's boring. Ethan doesn't understand. Listen, Kat is trying to make Ethan live up to her fantasy standards. Like, Nobody is going to be Damon Salvatore from Vampire Diaries. No, these men are not going to be like Edward Cullen. Like, this is real life. This is reality. Like, you kind of compare people to reality. And she doesn't understand why things are so lackluster. It's not going to be like The Notebook. It's not going to be like Titanic. Kat, get out of your fantasy world. Start living in reality. Ethan's a nice guy. Maybe if we got some screen time, like, is he boring? Yeah, but bitch, you're boring too. Let's talk about it. Kat's boring too. Kat likes anime. She likes fan fiction. She likes this. She's not like Nikki Tutorials. Yeah. Sorry, that's the COVID talking. I like how, like, her inner thoughts were like manifesting into Instagram chicks, because that's what they do. Like, not everybody is self-confident. Self-love is a journey. It's more harder than you think. Like, you just can't be like, okay, well, start getting some self-confidence. It doesn't work that way. I really hope I don't fucking die. Yeah, Ethan's fucking boring. Nikki Tutorials was great. Classic. What else? What else didn't I top on? Oh yeah, McKay still needs to beat Daniel's ass for what he did to Cassie. McKay also needs to beat Nate's ass for this is why you don't listen to your fucked up friends, and I wish guys would stop listening to their friends. Oh, she's a whore, she's a slut, she's this and she's that. Yeah, but let's be real. Don't take advice from guys who want to fuck your girlfriend. Let's get into it. Stop trying to take advice from guys who are trying to sleep with your girlfriend. You know Nate's not shit. You know these guys ain't shit. They're going to say, oh, Cassie's a whore. You need to treat her like a whore. You need to fuck her like a slut. But now Nate's over there talking about how he want to marry her. You see how they switch their tune when it's with you? You see how these men switch their tune? Oh, she's a slut. She's a whore. But Kanye sure did marry Kim Kardashian, didn't he? Let's not be clear. The whores and the sluts become wives. Let's get into it. The whores and the sluts make the best wives. That's how it be. That's how it be. The drug dealers and the scammers. Right? Because that's what they want. They talk about how they want a submissive girl. They want all of this. Then why aren't they getting the submissive girls? Why aren't they wifing up the submissive girls? Why aren't they chasing the submissive girls? They're not. They're chasing the Instagram girls. Because let's be real, men like a challenge. Men want to be able to say that they tamed you. Men don't like women who are easily conquered. And that was the problem with Cassie. Cassie's easily conquered. She's submissive, she's pretty, but she's easily conquered. Maddie, not so much. That's why Maddie is the it girl. No guy wants a girl that could be easily swayed by another man at the drop of a hat. Nobody really wants a submissive girl. They want you to be submissive to them, but be on the offense to other people. That's how it be. Just like girls want you to be aggressive to the outside world and be soft and cuddly just for them. That's just how the world is. I don't know why. You think Nate is vicarious? Yeah, Nate's definitely queer. And I get a lot of, I don't know why, but I keep getting this like weird ass incestuary vibe from Cal and Nate. I can't shake it. Like when Cal got on top of Nate and was pinning him, I don't get it. And they said a really good line. Jules was like, you can hate your parents, but if a parent hates their child, then that's kind of your fault. And I agree, because Nate already had OCD and obsessive tendencies that should have got he should have got went to counseling for in the beginning. Something with a disorder. It doesn't help that he plays football and his head is constantly getting knocked around. That can like do something to his brain. And then on top of that, Fez kind of smashed the bottle to his skull. So you can already tell that something is mentally not there with him at all. Something is not there with Nate, just in general. And I get this weird vibe between him and Cal. I don't know what it is, but it's like they're always fighting for dominance. And it's so weird. But it's also like this underlining, like, emotional incest. Like, it's bizarre. It's like, I love you, but I hate your ass. Like, it's so weird. Like, they love each other, but they hate each other. Because Cal was ready to roll up on Fezco. Y'all remember that? He followed Lexi to that place and was rolling up. I still like Lexi though. I still like Cassie too. But I'm not gonna defend her. I mean, when time comes and Maddie needs to beat her ass, it's what can I say? What can I do? I'm just gonna be on the sidelines watching. I'll be like, well, baby, shake it off. Like, shake it off. That's all I can say. Because you knew, like, you're actively sleeping with your friend's ex. And then not on top of that, you know Maddie has hands. Why are you trying her? And then why are you lying to her? And and it's even more messed up because Maddie is over here confiding in you about Nate. And you're over here taking what she says and running back to Nate with it. Like, you don't really love that bitch, huh? Like, how evil can you be? And because I know you, I'm a little more lenient towards you, and I'm like, I understand, but that shit don't make it right. Just because I understand, that don't make it right. Grow a backbone. Go to therapy. And I know you're still dealing with like, Cassie literally had the blood on her. She didn't even take a shower because Nate was hurt. And all they did was have sex. No conversation. I almost wanted to smack Cassie upside her head when she ran out the car and started being all dramatic. Like, chase me, hunt me. That's what it was like. It was like, I'm a prey. Chase me, hunt me down, claim me, take me. And that's what happened. He took her. He saw her, he chased her down, he captured her, and then he claimed her. Shout out to Nate for eating coochie. I'm so glad that he's eating coochie. I'm so glad we get to see it. Usually we don't see it in shows, and I'm like very glad that we're seeing it now. That's what it was like. It was like, chase me, hunt me, get me. And it was so like predatory. Even when Nate rolled up on her last episode with the car, he was driving directly at her like she was a target and then swerved. Like, he comes at people like targets. Like, it's very unsettling. And I don't understand how people could be like, oh my God, this is so sexy. I'm just like, ooh. It's creepy. Fez and Lexi are cute though. Oh, I love them. They're so cute. But Lexi, I'm gonna have to have your scout for a minute. Lexi, why the hell didn't you warn Fez that was Cal Jacob was following you? As soon as you knew who he was, you should have gave Fez the heads up. You're not gonna let him know? You're not gonna let him know? But she did come in there looking like a bad bitch. She looks so cute. Like, I love her little sexy librarian red lip look. It's so cute. that's really all I have to say. Like, honestly, that's really all I have to say. I'm over here coughing up my lungs. But or son to make Jessica. Yo, let me tell you something. Nate is a predator. Everything about the scene of her running through those, like, through the broken home, the broken buildings and shit like that, it was very predatory. It was very much like, you are my prey. Cassie, get over here. I'm going to hunt you down. And then I'm going to claim you. And then he took her. He had sex with her. He took her down. When he was driving the car and he saw her sitting outside the liquor store or whatever, the corner store, he drove directly at her. And then she had to have her hands to cover up the light. And then he swerved. She was a target. Even when he was staring her down in the car seat, everything was premeditated. He's a predator. He is a predator. Everything about him is predatory. And I don't even know if I want Nate to have a little boyfriend, because I'm afraid that after he has sex with a dude, he'll try to choke him out. I don't put it past Nate to choke out a guy that he in the middle of sex, like he's going to try to kill him. I don't put it past him. Nate is crazy like that. Like, y'all also forget that Nate used to shoot guns. Him and Cal go shooting, like they do gun rifles. Yeah, that's also a clip. Now, Ali and the mom, Rue's mom, I am so here for that. I think that's absolutely adorable. I would love to see it, but I can't see that relationship going off until Rue is clean. Rue needs to be clean first. And if Ali is going to be parents, then I need he can't be her little sponsor no more. If he's gonna be rolling in with the mom. But I do love the mom and Ali. I really do. I love the mom and Ali. I ship Maddie and Jules. Maddie and Jules would be two bad bitches. Yeah, I could see it. I think Maddie needs to give Jules the tape. Maddie needs to give Jules the sex tape. I think she also needs to have a copy of it, though, just in case she needs to blackmail the Jacobs out of money. I'm here for it. Feel no ways. I feel no ways about it. What else? Rue and Elliot. How do y'all feel about Rue and Elliot? Rue is over here lying to Jules about seeing Elliot, because she saw Elliot multiple times after New Year's, and Jules actively said Rue has a crush on this boy. And I can't even feel bad for Jules for real, because let's not forget she had sex with that black girl while she was still low-key seeing Rue. Do I feel bad? Not really. Elliot's hot. Like, I'm sorry. Elliot is hot. I think Maddie is bi because she was. Maddie's attracted to strong women. Not only is she a strong woman, independent woman, she's rich. What's not to like? She's low-key the manifestation of what Maddie wishes she could be. She's tall, she's Caucasian, she's blonde, she's pretty, she's rich, she's living in luxury, she has a fashionable closet. That's what Maddie wants. Is it not? Now, Rue and Elliot. Rue is living a double life. She has to choose between Jules or the drugs. Like, it's either one. Elliot is very bad for her, but at the moment she is loving Elliot because Elliot loves this dark side of Rue. Elliot loves the drug, the bad, the dangerous side of Rue, and Rue is just addicted to it. Rue is addicted to it. You don't like Elliot. I don't feel Elliot knows how bad her addiction goes, though. I think he's just, oh, let's just do coke and get high. He doesn't know that Rue would stick herself with needles. Rue would do anything for the high. Rue would do crack if she could. I don't think Ellie knows. Elliot knows. Elliot didn't even know she was gay. Right? Because when he found out that she was in a relationship with Jules, he was like, I didn't know you were. And then Jules was like, in a relationship, you mean? In a relationship? Because they were hanging out multiple times after New Year's. And she's confiding in him about her dad and everything. Rue is over here lying to be with Elliot. She's sneaking out. She's in his room. She's laying on the bed. She's making herself real comfy. And Elliot's hot. I'm sorry. Jules is hot. Elliot's hot too. I am so, like, let me tell you something. Elliot's hot. Like, I know everybody was a little disappointed about Jules' look, but you have to understand that she's not doing it for men no more. She's not going to be this sex beta kitten, this ultra feminine, oh, this cute, flirty anime character. No, like, she's not dressing for you niggas anymore. It is what it is. She's going to wear comfortable clothing now. It's still edgy. It's still cute. It's still a little glamour. But it's not ultra-ly girly. And she doesn't need to prove she's feminine anymore. She no longer wants to conquer men. Elliot just causes unnecessary drama between Jules and Rue. It's not really his fault. It's not his fault. It's Rue's fault because Rue is not setting up boundaries like, hey, I'm in a relate. He didn't even know she was in a relationship. Elliot looks like he's another Rue. He looks like a male version of Rue. And he accepts all the drug shit. And he said, I don't feel like we're going to be good for each other. Remember when Rue first met Jules, Jules was her new high. Jules was her new high. She was addicted to Jules. Now she has somebody she could actually do shit to get addicted to. She could actually do the drugs with. When she first saw Jules, it was love at first sight. She was infatuated. She was her new drug. And then all of a sudden, she found someone that is going to accept her drug-like behavior. Elliot doesn't want her to change. Elliot likes her for who she is on the inside, a drug addict. And that's addictive. Jules wants her to change for the better. Elliot accepts her for exactly who she is, a drug addict. You should want to be with people who evolve you and want you to change. You should never be with someone who says, oh, you should just accept me the way I am. No, we're supposed to change and evolve together. We're supposed to make each other's life better, not worse. You should never be stagnant with nobody. Yeah, it's not Elliot's fault though. It's Rue's fault because Rue is lying about being clean and she's lying about even knowing Elliot. Like, oh, we just hung out one time. If it's not a big deal, Rue, then why won't you tell Jules? Because you have feelings for this boy. That's why. That's why it's a big deal, because you have feelings for him. Because if you didn't have feelings for him, you would have been honest from the get-go. Yeah. Yeah. If you have feelings for him, you would have been honest from jump. She's stalling. It ain't about it's not about the drugs. It's really not about the drugs. You found a new high. That's the problem. Rue is always looking for an addiction. It's crazy. Mm-mm. Now, is Maddie going to get pregnant? I do not know. And I think Maddie wants a baby because she's getting housewife fever. She really likes that little boy that she's babysitting. She's trying to insert herself in that relationship somehow. I don't know how she gonna do it. I just can't get over it. Yeah, yeah. She was looking like a fucking deer, a fucking rabbit that was just hopping through the goddamn buildings, running away from Nate out of the car. I said, girl, if you don't get your ass back in the car. It was already weird because he took her to this weird ass place without just telling her from jump, bitch, I can't see you no more. All he had to say was, I can't see you anymore. You're a side chick. She was looking like Bambi, didn't she? Just running through the forest, being all goddamn dramatic. So fucking dramatic. Over emotional, codependent. I need him. I need him. Not cleaning the room. After having sex with him one time. Delusional. All of these characters are delusional. Cassie's so damn delusional. God. I don't even know how to feel. I don't even know how to feel. Cal called out Nate. I think we're gonna get a Cal backstory, and I'm here for it. It was cool, but it looked like a horror movie, didn't it? It was nothing sexy about it. The darkness, the ominous music, nothing about it was, oh, this is a sexy love scene. It was nothing sexy about it. It was Cassie trying to manipulate Nate with her body. She was trying to get him to chase her. She was trying to get him to chase her, literally like prey, like dangling. Oh, I'm steak, like I'm food. Sink your teeth into me. Like that's how it was. She does what she does best. She was seducing Nate, even in the car when she took her underwear off. Everything about Cassie is a seduction. She manipulates men through her with her body. She's like a succubus. She's a succubus, and Nate is literally like a vampire. He's literally a demon. Like he's soul sucking. Like he's literally all the evils. Like you could have, out of all the people you trying to manipulate, you try to manipulate the psychopath. And the thing about Nate is, Nate actually would do what McKay lacks. Nate wouldn't care that she had a body count or that she's a hoe. Nate would fight everybody in the goddamn school to defend her honor. Because if we remember, Nate had no problem sneaking into Tyler's room and whooping his ass just for having sex with Maddie, and then got that nigga arrested. So Nate's crazy. And Kat is very codependent. So if she has somebody who is constantly dependent on her at all times, that would be Nate, because he's obsessive. So really, they are a good match. A match made in hell. Technically, her and Nate are a good match. When you really think about it, they are. Both of them crazy as hell. And Nate needs somebody that weak and that passive to control. And all of it will work out in the end. Well, the way they got together was fucked up, but they are a good match. When you really think about what I just said, they are a good match. You know? Like, Nate would give Cassie the attention that she needs. In a weird, sick way. She would get what she wants. Cassie is just being reckless. But Cassie is codependent. Like, that would work. Like, when you really think about it, Nate would give Cassie all the attention she really needs. Because he's obsessive and he's crazy. If Nate could crawl into somebody's apartment and beat the living shit out of them for having sex with his girlfriend, that's the type of like stand-up shit that McKay is too pussy to do. Kate would never defend Cassie's honor. Nate has no problem killing you, throwing you in jail just to defend his girl. So that's also a turn on to Cassie. Not only that, he's obsessive. So he'll never let her go, which is what she wants. She wants to be captured. Bambi. That's what she wants. So Nate would give her what she wants. And really, when she finds out what she wants, is really not what she's gonna want. This is what she thinks she wants, but this isn't really what she wants. Because Nate would never let her go. And your codependent ass, she's gonna love that. Nate crawled into Tyler's room, forced him onto his knees, whooped his ass, then took a shower. And then dressed up in his clothes to pick up Maddie. Like, that's the craziness that McKay would never do. McKay's a punk. Nate doesn't care that Cassie's a hoe. Nate would hurt anybody else who would say that Cassie's a hoe in his face. And that's the man that Cassie kind of needs when you really think about it. She's the idea of perfect. He's in love with the idea of her. And it could work for a while until Nate starts seeing her flaws. And Nate comes true to. She better hope that Nate never comes out of the closet. Because eventually Nate's gonna end up resenting her like he resents all the other girls. McKay's a pussy. McKay can't handle somebody like Maddie. Maddie would put McKay in his fucking place. Can you imagine McKay telling Maddie to change her clothes before they go to a party? Can you imagine McKay? Oh, you can't wear that. Maddie would be like, "Boy, shut your ass up." Maddie would run the hell out of him. McKay is passive and he bottles up all his emotions to the point where he explodes. And McKay is so stuck in the past. Like, you're in college, but yet you keep coming to high school parties. Why? Why are you still coming to high school parties? You're in college. Like, McKay is still thinking he's the quarterback. Like, he's the most popular football player. You're not that anymore. Accept it. You peaked in high school. You're short. You don't have a big stature. Play college football so you can get your degree and move on with your life. You're not going pro. Accept it. Or at least play like you are and stop being a bitch about it. You know what I'm saying? You were the star in high school. You're not the star anymore. There are other players from all over the world who are just as good as you, if not better. But yet you have no control over your life, so you try to control Cassie. Like the punk you are. You're a punk, McKay. You let your homeboys dog Cassie out and you couldn't even defend her. Oh, Cassie's a hoe, Cassie's a slut. You should have said, oh yeah, she's a slut, she's a hoe, but understand something, she's my girl and you're going to respect her. You had Nate and his father literally dog out Cassie in front of you, in front of her face, and you did nothing to defend her. Nate would have never let that happen with Maddie, ever. And you literally let Nate get in your ear, and guess what? Nate took your girl. Nate took your girl. Because you don't believe what these niggas say. Why are you taking advice from niggas that are jealous of you? Why? Why are you taking advice from people who are jealous of you? It makes no sense. Why are you still in high school parties? Go to college parties. Why are you still messing with high school girls? Because the girls in college don't want to fuck with you because you're lame. That's why. You're a lame. Your glory days are behind you. Get over it. Get over it. Like, you're a lame. And everybody knows Cassie's cheating on McKay except for McKay. You think then you didn't go around spreading that shit? Yeah, probably. She did only get the abortion from McKay because Cassie wants to be loved. And if she feels like a baby will love her and give her that unconditional love, she'll have the baby. It won't be about the baby. It's because Cassie's codependent and she needs something to constantly love her. And she needs to find meaning in her life. She only got the abortion because of McKay. McKay told her to get that abortion for his failed ass career. And I'm glad that she got the abortion. Honestly, I feel like Cassie should have, maybe if she did have the baby, but then gave the baby up for adoption, would have been cool. And then came back in the baby's life eventually, later on, got it out of the system. You know, one of those. I don't know. Like, I feel like this was a blessing in disguise. That was not the man she needed to have a baby by. No, it was a hell no for me. Um, we still haven't seen Rue's sister Gia and McKay's little brothers because they still go to the school. They go to the school. His badass twin brothers that be messing with Rue's little sister. What's going on with that? Gia, what's going on with that? You know, I'm ready to see Cal's story. I just want to see where it goes from here. Like, Euphoria is so good. There's just so much to dissect, or just so much to like really unpack. I'm coughing my lungs out, so I'm gonna go. But I had a good review with you guys. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section below. It's your girl Naya here, and peace. Bye.